The next topic is of life history variation. If we see the life history variation, each and every organism increase with the help of reproduction. According to Darwin, each organism reproduce their high efficiency, and they want to remain in the nature for the longer duration. So if we see the reproductive capacity of the different organism, we can say that is the reproductive fitness. The some organism reproduce in the nature once, or some organisms reproduce many times. Just like that salmon fish and bamboo, they reproduce only once in their lifetime. Complete lifetime में इनमें reproduction एक ही बार होता है. But like in birds and mammals, they reproduce many times in their life history or in their life cycle. During the lifetime, birds and mammals reproduce year after year many times. So it is the reproductive fitness due to which they present in the nature. Like that, some organisms produce small size and more number in the nature. That is some pelagic fish. Some pelagic fish, they produce small in size but more in number, and oyster. Like that, some organisms produce large size and less number. That is birds and so this is the life history variations in the organism. So they some produce less, some produce more, some produce once in their life, some produce year after year, due to which each and every organism occupy the reproductive fitness in the nature, and they cope up with the environment, with the different types of environmental condition in others. So these are the life history variations. Some organisms reproduce once, some more times, some produce some more small but the large number, some produce more large size but less in number. So it is very organism to organism, plant to plants, and animals to animals. Note, in all the organisms similar types of reproductive fitness is there. Then we studied the population interaction. Population interaction. Population interaction. None of the organism or none of the species remain single in the nature. ऐसी कोई स्पीसीज नहीं है जो कि अकेली नेचर में सर्वाइव करती हो. Many organisms live together, they interact with each other. Even the plants, that is of photosynthetic plants, they cannot live in the nature alone. ये भी plants भी अकेले नहीं रहते. These are the autotrophic, they prepare hot food but not live in the nature alone. अकेले नहीं रह सकते हैं. They require interactions. Like after the death, these plants will become part of the soil with the help of microorganisms. So bacteria, fungi is there with the help of these plants to again recycle. So कोई भी plants या animals nature में अकेला नहीं, they are interact with the other, and always the different organism which is present in the nature interact with one with another and survive in the nature. And their interactions of different types. Their interactions of different types. Just like if two organisms there, one that this is A, another is of B organism. If both the organisms will be benefited, both the organisms will be benefited. Such type of interaction is known as mutualism. म्यूचुअलिज्म जिसमें दोनों ही ऑर्गन्स को बेनिफिट होता है, दैट सच टाइप ऑफ इंटरेक्शन दैट इज नोन एज म्यूचुअलिज्म. इफ बोथ ऑर्गन्स, हाँ, दोनों पे नेगेटिव इंप्रेशन आता है, नेगेटिव फीडबैक आता है, दैट इज नोन एज कंपटीशन. Competition, both the organisms will be harms, that is the competition. Another is of, suppose one is organism is benefited, another will be harm. Such type of that interaction is known as predation. Such type of interaction is known as predation. Suppose in another type of interaction, one is will be benefited, another will be not harmed and not benefited, that is of commensalism. Commensalism, that is in which one is there benefited but another is of not harm and not benefited, ना उसको फायदा होता नहीं नुकसान होता. इस तरह की इंटरेक्शन को क्या कहते हैं? commensalism. एक होता है जिसमें one is of harm, another is not बेनिफिटेड नॉर हार्म. एक को नुकसान होता है परंतु दूसरे को न तो फायदा होता है नहीं नुकसान होता है, दैट इज नोन एज अमेंसिलिज्म. सो दीज आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ इंटरेक्शन which is present in the different organism. That may be both the organisms will be benefited, that is the mutualism. Both the organisms will be harmed, that is the competition. One is benefited, another is harmed, that is predation. One is benefited, another is not harmed, not benefited, that is of commensalism. And one is of harmed, another is not benefited nor harmed, that is of commensalism. So these are the different types of mutual interaction, or we can say different types of interaction occur between the organism in the nature. So nature में कोई अकेली स्पीसीज, अकेला ऑर्गेनिज्म नहीं रहता, उनके बीच में इंटरेक्शन होती है. तो सबसे पहले हम स्टडी दैट प्रीडेशन. What is the predation? In predation, that one organism depend upon another for their food. जिसमें एक prey होता है, another is of predator. Predator is depend upon the prey for the food and for the food requirement. So always predator depend upon the prey for their food requirement, just like deer and tiger. Both are the interdependent. Means हमेशा टाइगर का जो फूड लेगा वो डियर से लेगा. It is simple. But if we see that the seed eating birds, it is also a type of predator. So birds is depend upon the seeds. They take up the food from the seeds, but we always included all these types of predator into the herbivores. So it slightly differs, but the bird is a type of predator like this tiger. Tiger के जैसे ही predator है bird भी, क्योंकि वो भी seed पे depend है. So in predation one organism depend upon the another organism. In this way, energy is transferred. Energy transfer in the different trophic level. तो यहाँ पर इनके थ्रू एनर्जी ट्रांसफर होती है from one trophic level to another trophic level. The role of predator is always important in the nature. Role of predator is always important. क्या होता है? If the predator is not there in the particular habitat, predator नहीं है, तो क्या होगा? prey की जो डेंसिटी है, population will increase, population will increase, and that is again imbalance the nature. Population increase होगी, वो पर्टिकुलर जगह पर बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेड हो जाएगा, बहुत ज्यादा फैल जाएगा. So we have one examples, that is of prickly pear cactus. Prickly pear cactus introduced in Australia. ये कैक्टस ऑस्ट्रेलिया में इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था, वहां पर वाइडली स्प्रेड हो गया था इन द अब्सेंस ऑफ इट्स प्रीडेटर. बहुत ज्यादा ये स्प्रेड हो गया था. बाद में इसको कंट्रोल किया गया विद हेल्प ऑफ मॉथ. इसका जो नेचुरल प्रीडेटर दैट वाज द मॉथ विल बी इंट्रोड्यूस इन दैट ऑस्ट्रेलिया. देन आफ्टर it was controlled. So we can say that is biological control. Biological कंट्रोल. तो हर ऑर्गेनिज्म का नेचर में प्रीडेटर होता है. अगर अपन ऐसे इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं तो वो नेचर पे को या उस एनवायरनमेंट को, हैबिटेट को हार्म कर सकता है. ऐसी कंडीशन में इन नेचर एट एवरीवेयर द नेचुरल प्लेस that natural predator is there, and through which they control their prey. Means prey और predator दोनों कंट्रोलिंग में रहते हैं. Another example of that is starfish. Starfish is removed from American Pacific coast. इसको वहां से रिमूव कर दिया. आफ्टर दैट 10 स्पीसीज, इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ प्रीडेटर. स्टारफिश इज अ टाइप ऑफ प्रीडेटर. इफ वी रिमूव स्टारफिश फ्रॉम द पर्टिकुलर एरिया, आफ्टर द 1 year the 10 species of invertebrate is disappear from that particular area. इस जगह से स्टारफिश को रिमूव कर दिया गया, हटा के दिया गया. तो कुछ समय बाद, यानी आफ्टर 1 year, the 10 species also disappear. Yani these species interact with another. If we remove one species, the other species is also affected. If the increasing of one species, other species is also affected. How? ये तो remove करने पे effect हुआ. Suppose the predator is increases. What will happen? If the predator increases, what will happen? The prey will be decrease, and after the decreasing of prey, the predator will be died, or due to the unavailability of food. अगर predator बढ़ता है तो prey कम होगा, और prey कम होगा तो क्या होगा? अल्टीमेटली, which is effect on the predator, the predator will be removed from the nature due to unavailability of food. क्यों prey खत्म हो गया तो predator के लिए food नहीं रहेगा, predator भी वहां से हट जाएगा. So the predator is here that eat their prey accordingly. Means the food availability will be present in the nature always. Prey species which is also evolved. Prey species is also evolved. They developed the specific adaptations from protection of that predator, like camouflage. Camouflage, that is of changes in their color. Their color is resembles with the nature, so the predator cannot easily detect from that nature. प्रे अपने आप को इस तरह से इवॉल्व कर लेता है कि वो सराउंडिंग में अपने आप को छुपा लेता है. दैट इज नोन एज camouflage, we can say mimicry, जिससे कि उसको वो इजीली उसको नहीं फाइंड आउट कर सकती है. लाइक लीफ इंसेक्ट, स्टिक इंसेक्ट, they modify into like leaf, it modify into like stick. So due to which or sometimes they modify into their color, change their color according to the surrounding, according to the nature. So the predator cannot easily find out that their prey. In this way the prey will be escape from the predator. तो prey अपने आप को बचाने के लिए कुछ मॉर्फोलॉजिकली, फिजियोलॉजिकली चेंजेस लिया था, जिसकी वजह से वो प्रीडेटर से बच सकता है. एंड दैट इज नोन एज camouflage और वी कैन से मिमिक्री. इसी तरह का एक एग्जांपल है, दैट इज ऑफ मोनार्च बटरफ्लाई. मोनार्च butterfly, it is distasteful for its predator, that is birds. It is distasteful for its birds. यानी मोनार्च बटरफ्लाई के जो प्रीडेटर होते हैं वो बर्ड्स होते हैं, ये अपनी बॉडी में इस तरह का केमिकल इकट्ठा कर लेती, इस तरह के कंपाउंड इकट्ठे कर लेती जो कि बर्ड्स के लिए टेस्टफुल नहीं होते हैं, और इस तरह से बर्ड्स इसको नहीं खाते हैं. एंड दिस बटरफ्लाई ड्यूरिंग द कैटरपिलर स्टेज, this type of ability developed by the monarch butterfly during that caterpillar stage by eating poisonous weeds. बटरफ्लाई स्टेज, बटरफ्लाई जो है मोनार्च बटरफ्लाई अपनी कैटरपिलर स्टेज के अंदर पॉइजनस वीड्स को खाती है, जिसकी वजह से इसमें पॉइजन डेवलप हो जाते हैं. एंड दैट कैन बी डिस्टेस्टफुल फॉर द बर्ड्स एंड द बर्ड्स विल नॉट ईट द मोनार्च बर्ड. इन दिस वे द प्रे escapes themselves from the predator. Predator से अपने आप को वो बचा लेते हैं. If we see in the nature, the 20.5% of insect, that is of Phytophagus. 25% insect that is of Phytophagus. What is the Phytophagus? They depend upon the plants. They depend upon plants. They eat up the plant से, जो वो completely plant पे depend रखते हैं अपने food के लिए, that is of Phytophagus. So these animals can move from one place to another place to escape from their predators. But how these plants move from one place to another? कैसे ये एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाएंगे? Because they cannot move, अपनी जगह से नहीं कर सकते. Like these 25% insect depend upon the plant, they are the Phytophagus. How they escape, वो उनसे इंसेक्ट से कैसे बचेंगे? तो इसके लिए plants also changes, or different types of changes also occur in the plants, that is maybe morphological, physiological, or any others. Morphological, like in acacia, the thorn is developed, which is prevent from their predator or enemies. उन एनिमल से बचने के लिए, जो ग्रेजिंग एनिमल्स है उनसे बचने के लिए ये अपने आप में क्या डेवलप कर लेते हैं? थॉर्न डेवलप कर लेते हैं, जिससे ग्रेजिंग एनिमल्स उनको इजीली नहीं खा सके. थॉर्न डेवलप कर, दीज आर द मॉर्फोलॉजिकल चेंजेस जो उनमें डेवलप हो जाते हैं, उसको इजीली वो नहीं खा सकें. व्हाट आर द फिजियोलॉजिकल चेंजेस लाइक केलोट्रोपिस. Kelotropis, it is normally poisonous, and Kelotropis developed some types of alkaloids or some chemicals in them. So that chemicals protect from them from the grazing animals. Grazing animals अगर grazing करेंगे तो सारे plants को खाएंगे, परंतु some plants like Kelotropis also developed physiological adaptations. So they cannot eat these plants because these alkaloid which is present in the phloem sac or phloem sac of these plants, that is poisonous for that organism. तो उन organism में ये poisonous होते हैं. So these are the different types of changes like opium, caffeine, these different types of alkaloids and other things which present in the nature or present in the plants. That is the physiological changes which is occur in the plants to protect from their enemies from the predation, from their अगर वो खाएंगे उनको तो वो खत्म हो जाएंगे. तो ये अलग अलग तरह के अडेप्टेशंस डेवलप कर लेते हैं अपने प्रीडेटर से बचने के लिए.